If we go back to the beginning, it all started with a flashy performance. Rapper 6ix9ine came out to support Jake, since Paul wasn't a professional boxer and came into the fight mainly for height. That made the fight even more intriguing, because Joshua's punching power would have been enough to stand against prime Tyson. Yes, Jake had already beaten Tyson, but just look at Mike's condition in that fight. Many people say it was fixed.
Africa don't deserve 9 places in the World Cup. This is what Italy manager Gattuso said about African countries who qualified for the World Cup. He said that in 1994 there were only 2 African countries in the World Cup, and that it was already enough. And he said FIFA should review and reduce Africa's spot. This caused major outrage, with people calling it straight racist, but his statement was bizarre. There were literally 2 African nations in the round of 16 in the last World Cup, while Italy wasn't there. And now there are way worse teams from Asia and South America qualifying for their first time ever. Yet he chose only Africa. Blaming a whole continent after failing to qualify over Norway is just clown logic. Africa don't deserve 9 places in the world. Said about African countries who qualified.
Sit down. Don't do this.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters, who are ready now to perform. The action has already started. Well, this is a guy who has pushed back the boundaries year on year. A brilliant maverick who just, Jim, seems to go on and on.
Yeah, he's simply the boss, Peter. Everyone else, including us, just the supporting cast in an act where he will always take centre stage.
And the Zlatan show, Zlatan is the only star.
I'm not arguing.
Haaland! Well-timed, excellent interception. Couldn't squeeze it through. Oh, there's a probing ball. He won't be happy with that one. Looking for the run. Pedri. Rui Costa. Aimed beyond the defence. And this is Inzaghi. Inzaghi was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Mbappe. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. Oh, that's a big chance! It's in! Oh, that is a sweet finish, gorgeously controlled and ruthlessly dispatched.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Ajax are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, super! Oh, shooting chance! And the keeper couldn't hold it. They've scored! And they're at it again in double quick time. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
Nigeria are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Pedri. Now it's Inzaghi. Out to the right. Inzaghi!
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
It is a corner.
You go to bed after this. Go to bed.
And we have our very first corner. Oh, that's a fine interception. And now they can spring out of defence. And that should get the job done. And he's quick to snatch it back. And it's Ronaldinho. Beckenbauer calmly anticipates.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Pedri. Tries to pass it through. Messi. That pass has been well intercepted. He's had a shot! No mistake! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Ajax get themselves back into contention.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
He's through, now is he in? Haaland, there's the shot! It's in! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Nigeria go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
You can certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just fit.
Bullish header! Just cruising! They are cruising! And there's your hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable. A really thumping header, absolutely crashes it in.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
So now the difference is 3.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Can he get it through? Takes the shot! No, he's missed it.
Well, if they hope to have any chance of turning this round, they have to abandon their shoot-on-sight policy. It's just not working.
Now it's Inzaghi, succumbs to the pressure. Bale, and this is Messi, knocks it into space, and the shot! He scores!